told you there was a piece in the New York Times by Brennan and Clapper yesterday. Let's set the record straight, they said. Well, comes down here. This is an important one to point out too, because we're going to hold everybody accountable here because we're all about truth. In this document, they write, finally, and contrary to the Trump administration's wild and baseless claims, there was no mention of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians in the assessment, nor any reference to the publicly acknowledged contacts that had taken place. That's what he wrote yesterday. Now, in 2018, he had a somewhat different take.
Brennan struck back, by the way, at the president today in a New York Times op-ed stating plainly, Mr. Trump's claims of no collusion are, in a word, hogwash. He writes, the only questions that remain are whether the collusion that took place constituted criminally liable conspiracy or whether obstruction of justice occurred and how many members of Trump Incorporated attempted to defraud the government.
So, again, which is it? Is it what was in 2018 was true? Or is it what you said today was true? Because on the one hand, you're claiming nobody said anything about collusion or anything else. And then the other time you are blasting from the New York Times, it's all about collusion. In fact, it's only, is it criminal or is it something different? So which is it? Are you going to claim that, oh yeah, well, I said that was public, but in the intelligence stuff, I kept it completely out. That's hogwash, my friend, if you expect us to believe that, and I don't believe it for a second. So that's again why I say that I got no love for the Clapper and Brennan, because they got a long track record of saying a lot of stuff like that. And when he makes this claim here, it doesn't have any credibility with what you said in the New York Times yesterday, and what you said in 2018. They don't coexist. Either this one was true, that was true, or maybe neither of them are true. Honestly, with these guys, I can't really tell. But that is, again, something that needs to be talked about and exposed. And somebody needs to stick a microphone in that guy's face and ask about those two things. How do those things coexist here? And how do you acknowledge one and say somehow they don't contradict the other? And if you said that in 2018, upon what basis would you have any of us believe that did not involve a lot of your intelligence assessment when you were in office? I mean, I think that's pretty ridiculous at face value here. So that's what we have today. But anyway, just wanted to bring up today that also Director Gabbard released an X post that said that she has some information that a whistleblower has released to her that she's going to bring up here pretty soon. She says whistleblower reveals how they were threatened by a supervisor to go along with the Obama-directed Russia hoax intelligence assessment, even though they knew it was not credible or accurate. Yesterday, we released the whistleblower's firsthand account of what happened in the crafting of the January 27th ICA, that's Intelligence Community Assessment, their years-long effort to expose the egregious manipulation and manufacturing of intelligence carried out at the highest levels of government, and the IC detailed in our previously detailed report. Thank you for courageous whistleblower and any others. Okay, so we'll be looking for that. I haven't had a chance. I found out about this just before we came on there. She's got the document right there. I'll be going in and checking into that to find out exactly what they're claiming. If there's anything to update you on, we'll get to that. But apparently also here coming shortly, one of the things that we mentioned when we did this episode or an analysis of this last week was the claim that President Obama himself was guilty of treason, and that he had directed and led a years-long coup attempt against President Trump. The documents that she cited at that time did not imply that. Now, we said at the time, if there's other documents that do show some of that connective tissue, then we would update our assessment. Apparently, there's some more documents that are coming out. Something's being declassified right now. It's going through the process. It's going to come out. If that changes the assessment, if that provides credible evidence of what she's saying, then we'll talk about that too. So far, we still haven't seen it, but our eyes remain open and our minds remain open as well. So we are going to continue to be unintimidated and uncompromised to bring you the truth, no matter what it is, no matter who's saying it or trying to hide it. We're going to bring that to you as well, because you deserve to know the truth. That's what we're all about here at Daniel Davis Deep Dive. We thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode of Daniel Davis Deep Dive.